Alright, good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Ephemeral One, and I am back on my bullshit about Elden Ring. Now, let's make sure everything's running good. Check in a minute. Okay, so let's see. Last time we went over the three sisters. We met the witch Ronnie, entered into her service on an official capacity. And let's see, we explored the volcano manor, at least the volcano area up here. Managed to make it to Atlas Plateau. And explore that a bit, but that was neither here nor there, really. But yeah. The Witch Ronnie. And got our invitation to go underground. So, we'll be heading there soon. It is worth... Alright. What's interesting to note is the plentiful nature of wolves in this area. And that the Carian family obviously knows way to manipulate and empower physical bodies. Thus, the strongest wolves we've seen are related to Caria. And actually, yeah, lots of undead. Alright. Yep. There we go. And like we can see here, there's one of Radagon's red wolves. Yep. Alright. Yep, the red wolf is capable of actually casting spells as well as incantations. Because of that, yeah. Nope, this one isn't quite as strong as the one we found in the inside the academy. And it was only the strongest one that was left to protect that place. Oh! Yeah, no. So, wolves were considered something truly special for Caria. What makes that kind of interesting is it makes sense. Carians were known to be Carians were from the north. And were very close with... Yep. And we're very close with giants and other northern creatures that are common to snowfields. So it's no surprise wolves became somewhat of a status symbol for them. So I can't say I'm surprised by this. But yeah. And yeah, getting through it, this back graveyard likely was filled with... Huh. Again, Albinaurix. Albinaurix just exploring... Albinaurix are common in... Yep. Any place that has... Nice. It's common for any place that has magic affinity, or... Yeah. Or some connection to magic. Oh, Albinauric ashes. It's interesting that they're even capable of... Huh? The juvenile scholar. In a larval tear. And I imagine he's indicating, of course, Raya Lucaria. And the items he just gave us. Cap worn by young Academy scholars, juveniles birthed anew by the amber egg of Queen Renala, the head of Raya Lucaria. Yet the rebirth is not without imperfections, and thus do they repeat the process, eventually becoming utterly dependent upon it. Rebirth is as sleep to them, and with each awakening, memory fades into oblivion. So... Okay. Okay. So it makes sense. What does it have to say about the Albinauric, actually, now that we have the ash? Strapping duo of cartwheeling spirits who wield ripple swords and spew freezing breath. Both are second-generation Albinaurics with dumpy heads that resemble those of frogs. So the second generation of Albinaurics... Yep. Ow. That hurt. You wanna heal up? Yep. Alright. Doesn't look like there's anything else over here. Yep. But yeah, this huge graveyard. But lots of grave violets, flowers that grow around the graves, which are useful for upgrading your various ashes. But okay, so the red wolves are a mixture of, were developed when Radagon married Renala. and one was protecting the debate hall. Alright, makes sense. Because Radigan kind of didn't want Renala to leave. Wanted her sealed. So then more than likely okay, because she got the Rune of Rebirth from him. And then she gave him access to various knowledge from Karya. From Karya as well as the Royal Academy. Okay. So it was an equal trade of partners until he gets recalled to Marika when she decides that and gets pulled back. Makes sense. And as far as her becoming witless or falling apart and everything doing so, I imagine it's the Rebirth Rune. He trapped it somehow so that when she did... So, did he trap it? Or did she mistakenly think she could rebirth herself and, like, lose her memories of him? And nope. I'll say, it doesn't look like there's anything here. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, no crossable spot. I didn't think so either. Just seeing if there's any secondary entrances or exits that might have been, you know, cracked in a wall or something. Wouldn't be the first time, wouldn't be the last. Oh, another skull. But yeah. So I think we're pieced together a large portion that the Academy of Raya Lucaria wasn't here just to study glintstone, but all kinds of sorceries. Thus we find even the Alabaster Lord there, we find, you know, Radigan's wolf, but they were all being slowly killed off. Now, in regards to because the other thing we got is a quest from Preceptor Selvis to give a potion to someone, but I think we'll actually talk to her father. See if he's got anything to say.
We've spoken long.
Okay, so no, he won't. So he won't until we actually kill a boss. Okay. Oh, and now she's here. So if I wanted to. No bow bearings to offer. No, we're pretty good for now. I'll say, Check and see if there's anything we can really upgrade. I don't think we can. But they'll be worth a look. Let's see.
Well, I took you no matter lay out your own.
Not for them. Anything else? Nope. And
Greed, are you here for spirit? I feel like I'm really coming to grips with spirit tuning of late.
really?
I can see how and why immortal essence exists. A spirit under the Golden Order. I can understand their yearnings, what they become drawn to. Master Hugh said it himself, actually, that I'm no mere apprentice any longer. Once again, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Roderica, the certified spirit tuner.
Well, she's getting better and more confident in her craft. That's always a good thing. Let's see, so the marionettes are good for now. Anything else I would want to upgrade? Sensate Sorcerer, not particularly. The 2 Albinorics, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's nice, but there's no... All the wolves are nice. And it's not like... it's not like I won't use these. Oh, and she taught us curtsy because of it. That's nice enough. Okay, so... Now let's see, we have... Well, let's try and finish up, at least get to as high up and finish off what we can for Raya Lucaria. Because, by all rights, we're about done with this area. This last stretch is... And with that, we'll actually be able to say we have an idea of the story of Liurnia. And that's quite a feat. After all, there's a lot here to talk about. Alright. Nice. Nice. Okay, we'll go this way. Okay, so no, okay, so he's for down here, because when you come over here, there are, I think, 2? Is it just one, or is it multiple? Yep. There we go. Yeah. Here it comes. Nope. Well, we did manage to get through the Inquisitor fight, so this shouldn't be too bad. Nice. Yeah. Once you get one of the stronger summons that hits +2 or +3, you start really seeing and feeling the power for them. Though this still isn't the strongest one we're going to be getting. Here's a question for you. What's the crabs and the regular grunts here looking for? Because the guys here working, if their crabs weren't here, I'd be wondering what's, you know, are they just mindlessly trimming the lawn, so to speak? Yep, there's the big one. And this is one of a few crabs that actually has the ability to put you to sleep. But yeah. Which is a unique effect. And is not a common ability. Most enemies aren't able to put you to sleep. So it's kind of novel when it comes up. But again, it's clear the crabs are eating something. The question is what? What is here for them to eat that they gather in such great numbers? I'm trying to think, because I legitimately don't have an answer to this question. I'm just pondering as we go. Yep. Gods, I love that dash of his. Oof. Unfortunate. Crab ahead. Well, there's always another crab. There it is. Ow. Oof. There we go. What are the crabs eating that is keeping them here? Because it feels like that's going to be a key answer. Because, I mean, in all truth, and now here's an interesting one. A crystal-covered crab. That had a glintstone crown. One of the glintstone crowns bestowed upon Raya Lucaria's scholars, whose pursuits were deemed worthy. Increases intelligence at the detriment of stamina. 3 points. And the Corollos Conspectus is the oldest of the Academy's lineage of study, begat by the sorcerer Azur. Scholars who follow in his footsteps pursue the mysteries of comets. There is an extremely powerful spell called Comet Azur, and that's not the one we got, right? No, yeah. Oh no, what we got is regular Comet. There's a more powerful version called Comet Azur, but regular Comet is still 52 intelligence is needed. So if you wore the helmet, you'd only need 49. Good luck with that. Does not open from this side. Okay, because now we're getting into the part of the area. I went through this whole lower section just so we could get this clear, because, yeah, this whole lower area is kind of just a setup for what's going to be coming. Yeah. Alright. A lot of this is just these idiots. Okay. Well, at least he's now in a place where I can actually hit him. Ow. Okay. Ow. Okay. We're getting there. Bear in mind, it sucks because it's 2-on-1. Ow. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's not going to be real useful. Ah. Nope. Can try is the one spell that's going to. No. Okay. Now. Nice. Might as well get rid of these guys. Oh, you're dumb enough to come close. Okay, in that case. Nope. Nope. If I can get you gone, that's half my problem. Oh, of course not. Oh no, he came around. Oh, okay. He was the third one over there. Okay. Okay, so that didn't work out. So let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, why not? When all else fails, you fall back to the dependable. Especially since this doesn't require FP, it can be relatively and readily used. Nice. Okay. Alright. So, the other thing we can do is run in here. This is where this idiot is. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah, and you'll notice that these guys only really drop ruin fragments because what they've been doing is just digging through the ruins of these places. Alright. A glintstone wet blade. Let's see. Can we use what? Applying affinity for magic or frost? Ooh. Frost is now an option. Okay. So we got rid of the third idiot. Now. Nice. Alright. Almost feels like there should be an invisible wall here or something. Oh well, still, that worked out really well for us. The same thing, but he has a hat. Okay. Does not open from this side, does not open from this side. So then, the path we have to take is there. Yeah, let's hit him a little hard. There we go. Nice. Yeah, it's a little costly, but still, well worth it. Yeah. And so we don't ever have to mandate Academy Glintstone Staff. Very nice. And so we never have to do that again. We can open up this and get the shortcut this way. Sorcerer leggings. As far as the staff goes, yeah, it's weaker than, well, it's a, to be fair, it's a +8 on the demi-human staff, so. Alright. Now, your normal reaction would be, okay, that's the dead end, I have to go back. Actually, this is the start of the path, because you saw we explored that area down there first. What we can explore from here is the rooftops. And trust me, you want to come along these rooftops. There's a lot more to Raya Lucaria. Because your initial reaction will likely be to yep. Loses its crap. Ah, the Marionette Soldier armor. Spike spear, very nice. Yeah, I'm the sort of person, I typically run spears. Spears, halberds, and the like are usually my favorite kind of weapons. No item. There's a ladder leading up. And some more runes. Another sorcerer dropped dead. Wonder what they were thinking all the way up here. But as you can see, there's a lot up here still. Alright. Nice. Alright. Yeah. Best thing to do is get rid of the clockwork support. Because without that, most of the sorcerers aren't that bad. Nice. Also, it's worth noting that here in exploring these main castles or fortresses, when you're doing so, please note that you'll never get HP back. we can show off something special about crystal darts here. Long ago, it said that a golem crafter employed a similar crystal tool. Because I believe crystal darts tend to send golems to attacking their own. Meteor bolts. Enchanted work of craft made in tandem with the full moon crossbow. The tip is embedded with glintstone. Like a shooting star, these bolts leave a beautiful trail when fired. Deals magic damage. So they're very intricate and expensive bolts that deal magic damage specifically. Understandable. Alright, I don't see another ladder up, though. Just being sure. Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to drop down to this roof. Heard something like a flap of feathers? Nope, nothing. Okay. So there's a way to drop down over there. Nope. Nothing there. Looks like that one's kind of stuck. Yeah, looks like he's stuck in the floor. Just end that real quick. Ah. And another one. Yeah, the res crossbow is expensive. But man, oh man, does it feel worth it sometimes. Alright. Let's see. That's one way to drop down. Anything over here? More gold runes. Nope, doesn't look like any other way to go. Nope. Nope. Okay. So it looks like dropping down here is the next step. I'm going to say here. Oh, there's even a ladder there. Okay. Well, before we take the ladder down, there is a corpse over here that looks like it has some kind of item. Imbued sword key. That's different. Unseals sending gate but disappears upon use. A special item imbued with rich blue magic. Breaks the seal on imp statues guarding the sending gates enshrined in each belfry, but remains embedded in the statue after use, meaning it can only be used once as an item. Think well before using one. What they're talking about is the 4 belfries. There's 4 belfries that send you basically to 4 mini-bosses, I would call them. Alright, smithing stone. This would be a decent sniping position. Yeah, like, this is a decent sniping position for several things. Alright. Okay. That's a little bit of a hazardous jump. So you can either take the ladder the whole way down, or jump over to the roof. I think we'll start with the ladder. Since we can freely climb and go up and down this. Crab ahead. Yes, there are crabs. Good question. How did these crabs get here? I assume they were brought as food. If I'm perfectly honest, I kind of assume they were brought as food. And, well, everything went to crap, they got out of their cages, and either that or they were being studied? I'm not entirely sure if I'm perfectly honest. But the prevalence of the crabs indicates that there's a reason this is the way it is what I'll say. Alright. There we go. Yep. This should be about all it takes. Yep. And I can see you, so this should also take you out. Yep, and that's the end of those, so... Alright. Yeah, they're the winged variety of these marionette dolls. Alright. Magic grease. Alright. There is a way inside, but I also want to make sure we get everything. Because there's a way inside and there's a way... Ooh, this one's worth a lot of runes. Yeah, it's just spasming about. There we go. I absolutely adore that. Yeah, well, okay. I'm pretty sure that's a way to drop down. It's theoretically survivable, but I don't think it's anything special. And that's a way inside. here. Another golden rune. There's something on this particular... Alright. Should be able to drop down. Perfect. Oh, a glintstone key. A spare one. So, that could come in handy. I didn't actually mean to use it. I was just... Oh, no, no, no. Wrong. Wrong button. Okay. Ah, one of the fencing instructors. Okay, wait till he comes. There we go. Okay. Wait till he swings back round. There we go. And for you. Okay, that's one more there. Like, they all see me, and they all know where I'm here. So... just seeing. So that is actually a second take a ladder, so now we can get to here from the first floor. Shattering crystal. Alright. Nice. Alright. So now we can get down to the first floor if we need to, and that would get us back up. In addition, this is that floor we were... This was another drop-down option, and another crystal-covered crab. And this gets us the Twin Sage glintstone crab, which gets us 6, because 3 and 3. HP and stamina both lost. One of the glintstone crowns bestowed upon Larai Lucaria, scholars who were deemed worthy. Scholars of the Twin Sage Conspectus were elites of the Academy, permitted to study and excel in sorceries of all kinds. Then as far as Shattering Crystal goes, 38 intelligence needed. Sorcery of the Mysterious Crystallians. Creates a massive crystal, then shatters it in a forward burst, charging in hands. The Crystallians are inorganic beings, yet they live. They cleave close to the ideals of primeval current, and as such they are revered guests of the sorcerers. So they are revered guests. Alright. And this is just the graveyard you started. Yep. Okay. But we're not done. There is this other path over here. Can I make more firebombs? Nope. Uses FP, uses FP. Alright, why not? Alright. So we have 40. Just because I know I'm going to need some kind of ranged for this, because this guy, if I remember right, is a bit of a pain. Yeah. Oh! Forgot they use FP. Yep. Okay, heal up. There we go. Nope. Get out of that. There we go. Yeah. This guy is good at what he does. Got him. Whew. But remember what they said about the Crystallians being honored guests. Azur's glintstone staff. Okay, this room in particular speaks a lot. What you're seeing here is literally the physical fusion of several mages scholars being fused physically together and absorbed by and being united in crystal. The Graven School Talisman. The primeval kern is a forbidden tradition of glintstone sorcery. To those who cleave to its teachings, the act of collecting sorcerers to fashion them into seeds of stars is but another path to scientific inquiry. Note that this Graven School part does in fact have crystal on it as well. Because what crystallization is effectively the distillation of raw power. It's literally crystallizing power into a format that is universal. So when the barriers of the self start being pulled apart and you start just fusing mages together, you get increased power, of course, but they no longer become the people they were. By the way, Staff of the Primeval Glintstone Sorcerer Azur. Only those who have glimpsed what lies beyond the wisdom of stone may wield it. Reduces the casting time for all sorceries, but consumes additional FP. Note, while it does have far, far weaker sorcery scaling initially, the fact you require 52 intelligence to wield it, it has much better scaling overall. Basically it works out. But okay, so we went that way. And this just brings us back down to the beginning. So where we want to go is back to the debate parlor once again. And actually we have enough. Should be able to grab a quick level. And how much do we need more? 16. Okay. This should bring us close. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. 20. Yeah, I think getting some more intelligence. I don't think we'll be getting Comet anytime soon, but hey. Alright. So we've gone through most of the paths you can go through. Up there, over there, the drop down. And now, let's try and get all the way up there. Alright. Yep. Now, you know what? It's not a complete kill, so I'll take that. Okay. So now we have to deal with this. Yep. Nice. Oh, got me good. And that's the end of it. But that's also why I spent my runes before I came back. Actually, he strikes me as the type who the speed we really need more than the actual power, so I'm actually going to go back to our claws. Alright. Oh no, actually, you know what we can do? Yeah. Okay. Let's finish up a plot line. At the very beginning of this area of Liurnia, we got to go to talk to Sorcerer Thops. Actually, we can do both. We got to talk to Thops and this Lightseeker, this blind woman. She asked for grape.
Hello? Is someone there? Would you donate any sugary grapes in your possession to me? I'm on a pilgrimage in search of the distant light, and when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel the light.
Alright.
Oh, now I can feel the distant. You are most kind. May the blessing of the...
So, this is obviously her transformation from being the seemingly innocent daughter to the maiden looking for the light by consuming Shabiri grapes. Speaks a lot of what the Tarnished are, is people who have died and then come back. Alright. And here...
Back to learn another? Wonderful.
We can give him the account.
Are you certain you're willing to give your glintstone? Mario, thank you. Now I can go back to resume my study of glintstone sorceries. And the very stars.
Eridation.
Back to learn another, why, of course. Back to learn another, why, of course. Thank you with your blessing. Or perhaps one day, who knows? I may be a decorated sorcerer, but...
Well, he's happy and he finally gets to go back to Raya Lucaria. Though, there was a place we needed to go that they mentioned. Let's see. The converted tower. Eridation. Because, if you'll remember, the hint we were given, Iridation guide thee. Spread out. Indeed. Something native to the Lucaria, and it created a ladder for us. So you need to be... So that's something unique to Raya Lucaria that you absolutely needed to be able to activate it. However, we already got up here. Thanks to, definitely just walking along the wall. But it is worth noting that this converted tower, while it's a sign of Radagon's influence, I guess, is it requires you to, at a statue of Marika, you need to use a Raya Lucaria effect. Now, just trying to remember. I think we want to go to the schoolhouse classroom. Because, if I'm not mistaken, we need to head back down. Real quick. Now that our good friend Thops there is back here. Yep. Nice. Okay. So we should be able to... if I remember correctly. Well, while we're down here, yep, that sucks. Ow. Okay. Okay. Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay. Yep. Nope. Nice. Okay. There we go. And now that we can explore this area fully, or more fully anyway, let's see. I believe jumping up here brings us to the foot of a grave forgotten down here. The Lost Ashes of War. So this mausoleum was one for a well-respected and probably elite warrior, but it's been forgotten since all they care about right now is the crystals that are down here. That and the abductor virgin here. The long-tailed cat talisman. A brooch depicting Lacrima, the long-tailed cat. Grants immunity to fall damage but does not prevent death from a high fall. Lacrima features in Fables of Raya Lucaria, in which she is described as a fairy cat who is fond of playing in the Great Bell Tower. Interesting. Alright. There we go. Nothing much down there. But Laku, a cat of sorcery, a fae that was fond of playing in the old bell tower. Here we go. Now, if I remember correctly... Nope, not there. Nope. Maybe it was further up? Because our friend Thops does make it to Raya Lucaria. I remember that. I just don't remember where he ends up exactly. Ah. I walked right past him. Yeah, he makes it here. And he does make a great discovery, but it takes his entire life doing so. His bell bearing, his Academy Glintstone, and a spell, Thop's Barrier. The lifelong pursuit of Thops the Bluntstone creates a magic force field that deflects sorceries and incantations, hold to continuously create barriers. Future generations will learn. They will know of the foolishness of the sneering sorcerers who ridiculed this theory, little realizing that it was in fact a discovery worthy of a new conspectus of the Academy. Indeed. After all, the ability to block an entire spell? That's incredible. And... Yep, nothing else I can really cast, so we're good. But let's show it off real quick. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yep. Okay. Oh, got me. I'm messing around too much. I just wanted to show it off that yes, Thop's Barrier is actually really useful. That, and I have been only lightly using the claws. Yeah. Just to give you an idea of just how powerful, and one of the reasons I love those claws. There it is. As long as you have the FP, just to show it off. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I just wanted to show that off because that is so much. That is just satisfying. But yeah, just had to show that off for you folks, because that is really cool. Alright. So now we can head to the debate parlor, and we'll finish up the last steps we need. Which, in truth, is mostly just going up there, finishing off the last Carian Knight, and give you an example of what they're talking about when we talk about Renala. Alright. Yep. Ow. Ouch. Didn't make it in time. Okay. But yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Being faster than him makes this go so much. Ow. There's the second. Yep. Okay, managed to get the dodge. Getting the dodge on that, because it can do two, is actually kind of rough. Yeah. I was say, this guy's pretty... Nope. Yep. Yep, he's out of heals. I ain't. Yep. Nope. Heal up. And of course, I could just do this the cheap way. Yep. The Carian Knight Shield. Yep, we can wield it. Does require some intelligence. It actually does magic damage. It's better magic resist. It's a little less stable. But it has crap for fire and lightning resist. A teardrop saves... Wow. Try that again. A teardrop-shaped, medium-sized shield embedded with a blue gem glintstones, carried by knights who serve the Carian royal family. Excels when facing magic or holy attacks. Just who were these knights preparing to fight? Well... Yep. Okay. Yep. There we go. There we go. And as far as they were preparing to fight, the Carian Knights were prepared to fight the Academy. The Academy as well as Lanedale. And now this is the shortcut back here. We've not explored everything, but at the very least we've made our progress and got the major story beats of this area. Okay. Cannot be opened from this side. Trying to remember. Because I think it's something as simple as, like, jumping, yeah, over here. Alright. The knight won't respawn, so we're good that way. Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember this being frigging simple. So, we'll open up the shortcut. Because if I remember right, this can go south pretty quickly, because what's up here isn't exactly a simple fight. Yeah, it's a relatively small area. It's one of the pumpkin heads and a couple of sorcerers. Now, if I remember right, you can trick the pumpkin head into dropping down. Yep. Might as well get the max damage I can. Yep. Oop. Ow. Let's see. Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I've had him drop down before. Alright. Okay. Ow. Yeah. Ow. Yep. There we go. Oh, no, he sees me. Nice. But, without them, that shouldn't drop any more balls. And there's a way to jump down there, but first, there's a chest here. Oh, okay. One of the ones that Glintstone Scarab. It's actually a headdress. Slightly reduces the FP cost of sorceries, but increases your damage taken. It's an option. Can't say it's one I prefer, but hey, to each their own. But yeah, once you get rid of them, you can now safely cross this. Because there was a item all the way down here. A smithing stone 5. And actually, it also gives you a tip that there's a path down below. And to get there, there's a way to get there, and I'm trying to remember what it is. But yeah, there's all sorts of little hidden stuff all over. Hidden passages all over Raya Lucaria. Though, think about the ingenuity it takes for them to magically drop an iron ball on your head. Alright. Like, that is an impressive use of very simple logic. Though it's clear that it was meant just simply to keep us out of the main archive. Because for Raya Lucaria, for the Source Scholars here, Renala getting free is probably the worst possible thing. Oh, Golden Rune 7, not bad. Because Renala pretty much, her charm and her power was far surpassed their own. So unsurprising, they're pretty desperate to keep her under wraps. Let's see, don't think there's anything out there. And then this just leads us up. And just so you're aware, brings us to the boss, to face to face with Renala herself. But as I've said, this is a lore-focused playthrough, so we won't be killing Renala just yet. We won't be killing any of the bosses until we absolutely have to. Now, alright. So we saw that there is a path underneath. Yep. Again, when you get tired of it, you just pull out both claws and you just go ham. Yep. Yep. The other thing to remember is that these guys who were doing all the grunt work were aristocrats. These were the guys who bought their way into the school, but didn't have the talent to actually cast these and do studies. So, just to give an idea of how expensive and powerful this place was, they got to use rich people as grunts and didn't really pay for it. Alright, looks like we can theoretically drop down here. So let's just use a cotton. Alright. Ooh. Nope. It's a farther... Okay, there's a path over on the other side. So there's probably another way to drop down from the other side. still, the upside is... Alright, so nothing there. Oh. And there's a ladder here. Again, all sorts of little back ways and hidden paths. And this is another way in. Ah, this is the upper path of the debate room we were just in. And hidden in the top of it, Radagon Icon. Shortened spellcasting time. A legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Radagon shortens casting time of sorceries and incantations. As the husband of Renal of Caria, the red-haired Radagon studied sorcery, and as the husband of Queen Marika, he studied incantations. Thus did the hero aspire to become complete. Yeah, I figured. It had to be one of you idiots. It's always a trap. Nice. It's always a trap. But... all it does do is drop us back where we were. So yeah. Don't think there's anything else, but yeah, so I mean there's a lot of reasons to use this. Yeah. And it's still, it still takes a while, but definitely not as bad as it could be. And you drop Crystal Bud. Suppose there's no surprise there. Why is it always dead ends? Still. So Radagon was trying to become complete, which means he started out incomplete in his own mind. It's interesting with that. He wanted to be complete. Alright, so we've gotten everything else. Just try to think of where else we can go. Yeah, these guys don't take much from bleeding, because they're just pots. So... Alright. Let's try to think anywhere else we need to go. No, we're pretty much set. The only place left would be to face Renala, and we don't really need to do that. Because we've basically got the idea of the story for now. The basic story of the Lake of Liurnia is one of betrayal, neglect. It's mostly betrayal, if anything. Ronnie betrays, well, the main royal family by orchestrating the Night of Knives, and is hiding out here in her rise, looking for a way to complete her journey. In the same time, Renala, the Witch Queen, is been betrayed by Raya Lucaria by being locked in there. But that's only because she was initially betrayed by Radagum by his departure, and what he gave her would be a defective rebirth rune, where she tried to use it, and unfortunately what happened is nothing came of it. It's just that simple. She rebirthed herself, and she became lost in her own becomes lost in her own mind. It's the reason hers is actually a 2-stage boss fight, where you fight her body surrounded by the reborn scholars that are trapped in the academy with her, and then in her mind, where she's whole and she can use her full power. So it makes sense there. Then there's also this area where there was a village of people who are inflicted with madness, and effectively they hid out here underneath the nose of the church and close by Caria, who never wanted the Golden Order too close. Still, it's a lot of complicated political things, and the question of which order it all happens in is up in the air. Still, so if Lim's grave is a story of neglect, this is the story of betrayal. And we'll head up to the 4 belfries. Alright. And here we get to see one of the giant guardians. He can teleport. Now, he can cast and hit hard. Yep. No. He is headless. So he's... Alright. Yep. Oh, wow. Oh! That got me good. But yeah. Ooh, that was... Nope, he doesn't bleed. He's a ghost after all. Got it. Oof. But yeah, not that he was an honored guardian. Like, he's headless and the golden glow speaks volumes of the respect that they pay to this. And another one. Alright. Ow. Alright. Really tempted. Yeah, I think next... Yep. Ow. You know what? Screw it. Because we're just trying to get up to the 4 belfries. Because at the end of the day, there's this one. 2, 3, and get our way up to number 4. And at the very top, we find an imbued sword key. So, once again, that'll allow us to access one of these belfries. Let's see. As it stands, we'll go back to the Morning Star. And actually... we were just at not a bonfire, a lost grace, so let's take a look at our ashes. So, our claws there. Raptor the Mist, Beast's Roar, Storm Stomp, I think that'll work. We can now apply various other effects. So like for here, we can start adding, we'll weaken the blood loss buildup, but we can start adding Frost, which also adds magic damage to us. Not as strong as, say, straight magic damage, but we definitely weaken the physical attributes. But now we have built up 2 different status effects on this. So, yes, very rare, but there are cases where you can get a weapon up to 3 status effects. Alright. So let's see. Each of these leads to somewhere else. The night sky unceasing. Be wary of futility. Yeah. That one's not great. This is Precipice of Anticipation. Well, let's see what we should be anticipating. Let's see if I remember. This one is the Chapel of Anticipation. This, ladies and gentlemen, is back where we started. Remember that thing we couldn't kill? Well, nascent butterflies. Now we get a second shot at it. Definitely not going with claws, though, as much as I would love to. Alright. But yeah, Magic Blade's probably going to be the best choice we have for this. Nope. The grafted sign. Yep. Yep. Okay. A good way to tell just how far you've come. And it's blessed its weapons, so those are going to hurt even more now. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Ow. Yeah. This sucks. Nope. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Ornamental straight sword and the golden beast crest shield. So the ornamental sword we'll start with. Slender straight sword patterned after an antique ornament. Superior swordsmen prefer to wield one in each hand. After falling from grace, the dregs of the golden lineage sought power and purpose in the past. Cross 2 swords to grant their attacks holy essence, while in effect strong attacks perform a dual-wielding combo attack. So yeah, it naturally just gets a second, so yeah. Yeah, don't have the FP for it, but yeah, that was an option. From there, we also have Shield of Dull Gold with a beast engraved as its crest, lighter than most great shields and subsequently easier to wield. The beast depicted is Sarosh, aged counselor who guides the golden lineage. Sarosh we'll meet later on, and is the person who Godfrey trusted the most. We'll put it that way. Alright, but having survived this, we now can come up here, back to where the game started. where we were started. Because a nameless, untold person. But more importantly, there is something we need to get from here. Ah, this door is now open. There it is. This was locked originally. You come up here. You have, first, the Stormhawk King. Note that it is not an actual ash, but an item. Ashes of a hawk revered by all others as sovereign back in the days when Stormvale's winds still raged like no other. The ancient monarch is proud, however, refusing to answer anyone's summons. So, remember how they said that Gwyn faced the Stormhawk King alone? That's who they're talking about. And here we get Stormhawk Din, one that will actually listen to us. Ashen remains of in which spirits yet dwell. Spirit of a fierce hawk that faithfully rendered a lifelong service to the old king of Stormvale long ago, when the true storm raged. Its cries embolden its fellows in battle, and its tempestuous winds encircle it shred through foes. So, how much does it cost? 47? Yeah, Engvall is still our most expensive. But for a summon that can be frustrating for enemies and just darts in and out of combat, the birds can be quite useful too. So, just keeping that in mind as we go. From here, we have now officially cleared that out. Just thinking. We could go back and try for the other one. The other two aren't horrible, but they're not fantastic either. Let's see, can I get enough to do another level? That's close. Alright. So then from there... But yeah, a lot of Liurnia's story is about betrayal. Ronnie's betrayal. Radagon's betrayal. We're getting there. So the last place we can go in the Lake of Liurnia is all the way to the back. Past all the squirts. Music plays up like there's something really tense going on, and it's just like, no, I'm just gonna ride past him. Yeah. Now, I didn't come the whole way back here the first time, because there is... Remember, right, there's a couple different things. Golden Seed. And the shack. Another smithing stone, not bad. we go. Yep. Trying to... Barbaric roar. Yep. Yep, I was like, I forgot. I'm like, there's a couple different idiot things down here. I couldn't remember what it was. Yep. Okay. It's just bats, okay. Yep. There we go. There we go. I was like, I remember there being something stupid about this place. Yeah, waterfall, you can constantly hear churning. And if I remember right, this doesn't take much. Yeah, whatever. Yep, let's get on that. There's not much here on the first level, but as we climb up, a surprising amount of land-based octopuses up here. Just saying. It's one of those things you didn't really expect, but there it is. Okay. And here we have a mine. Uniquely colored. It's not blue, it's not gold, it's green. Which is a little different. So the ore here is a little different than what we've been experiencing. Alright. And this whole area is booby-trapped. Just letting you know. My suggestion is just take out what you can. Yeah, these little... Okay, you'll see these little metal mounds here. They're traps that set off, that poison you. And they're all over the place. There we go. Yep. So at that point, just set it all off. Yeah, and anytime you see those traps, it's going to be indication of those little guys being around. Yep. Alright. I was gonna say, pretty sure there's nothing else here, but just to be on the safe side. Because I believe this leads us up to... Alright. Somebody working hard. Man, he actually survived that. Nice. And there we go. These guys mindlessly keep mining away. Whatever resources they can gather is all fine for them. Alright. Yep. And there's a couple ambushes. Yep. Go on. Yep. Okay. Forgot I didn't have the mace out. Nice. And yeah, because these guys don't have to care, because those little militia guys would... Right. Just a rune arc. And another one. Though it's interesting to note that those little guys completely ignored the mines, but the miners didn't get up to help them. So they were utterly indifferent to each other's fates. Which speaks volumes of the kind of situation that they have in the mine, where it seems like they were forced to be here together, so to speak. Yep. They're just eagerly awaiting each other. Ah, this one. Alright. Yep, there's your trap. You still get something from it, but it's still a trap. Soft cotton. And the implication you're going to take some potential fall damage. Alright. Yep. The ruin-strewn precipice. I think this is about as good a place as any to call it for tonight. I worked all day, so I don't want to go for too much longer. So, we'll finish up and keep exploring next time. Thank you all for joining me. I've been the Ephemeral One, and this has been more of me being back on my bullshit about the lore of Elden Ring. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.